What else rule? The third question we are going to take. So question is over here, and n value we are considering it as 6. Okay, so there is a restriction over here. You can also see that n value should be taken it as 6, 12, 18. That means n value should be the multiple of 6. Okay, so in the question, if it is not given, if here it is given as 6, then it is fine. If it is not given, then kindly take it as what? 6 only, because 12, 18 and all will be a large value. Then it will be quite difficult for you to make the table and evaluate the answer. Okay, otherwise you can go with 12 and 60, 18 also. Now the formula is given over here, 3h by 10, where h is nothing but the width of the interval. Okay, so y0, y1, y2, y3. So how to remember this formula? Very simple. 3h by 10 you remember, and then you write y1, y2, sorry, y0, y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6, so on, whatever values is there. Now after that, the coefficient how to write? 1, 5, 1, 6, 1, 5, 1, 6, like that. Or otherwise you remember 15, 16, 15, 16, and so on. Otherwise you can find your own way to remember the formula. Okay, now we have to find the value of h. Before that, you compare this with the standard equation, which is nothing but a to b y dx, where y is nothing but the function of x. And in this question you can see over here, the function of x is basically log x base 10. Base 10 is very important, because in the calculator you might have seen the option for natural log also, right? It's nothing but ln, natural log. That natural log is basically base ex. The values will be different from base 10. Okay, the base e and base 10 values will be different. So be careful while calculating the log base 10. So I'll show you. Beside this only, you will be able to see the calculation through the calculator also. Let us calculate the value of h, which is nothing but b minus a by n, and b value we know, which is nothing but upper limit, which is 6, and lower limit is a. N value we already know, just substitute here. So upper limit 6 minus 2 by n value is 6, so which is nothing but 4 by 6, which is equal to 2 by 3, 2 by 3, or you can write it as 0.66666, and so on. Okay, that is also there. So we have to consider this h and make the table. Now making the table is quite important, but because from this only we can substitute the values in the formula. So first column and second column, so you can consider row wise also, 2 rows or 2 columns. So here I have considered the 2 rows columns. So x value in the first column, this you have to fill first. Second column is basically the y value, which is nothing but a function of x, which is equal to the question itself, log base 10x. Now x value, starting with the lower limit, you have to go till what? Upper limit, which is nothing but 6. So how to proceed? In the question it was given 2 to 6, right? 2 to 6 log x base 10. This was the question. So in this you can see 2 is the lower limit and 6 is the upper limit. So from 2 to 6 you have to go through what? How many steps you have to take? That is decided by the h value. H value we got it as 2 by 3, or you can say 0.6666. Okay, so from the lower limit you start, then plus the h value, which is nothing but 2 by 3. So 2 plus 2 by 3 is 8 by 3, or you can add simply 0.6666, you will get 2.6666. Okay, so like that you can add. So 8 by 3, then from 8 by 3 again you add h value, which is 2 by 3, because the width of the each interval should be h, which is 2 by 3, okay, or 0.66. So next value again 2 by 3 you add, again 2 by 3 you add, keep on adding till you get what? 18 by 3, which is equal to 6, right? So from lower limit to upper limit you have to go by taking the h as the step. Then after filling the x values, you have to find the corresponding y values also. Just substitute the x value in the y equation, which is nothing but log x base 10. So log base 10 is there, 2 value I have substituted corresponding to, you will get some value, that is nothing but y0. This is very important. First value is denoted by y0. You have seen in the question also, this value you have to consider in the formula. So y0 is the first value, then y1, y2, y3, y4, y5, y6. This is the last value. This last value is corresponding to what? The last upper limit of the x value. Okay, so x equal to 6 is the value. For that corresponding y6 we have got. So y7 I cannot consider because it is not there in the table. So we have to stop till in the formula y6. After that, all the values will be 0. Next, what you have to do? You have to keep on substituting the values. So I is equal to 3 into what is h value? H value you can write it as 2 by 3 or 0.66, anything is fine. Then keep on substituting the value. So we have got here I value as how much? We are getting the I value as 2.32966. This is the I value we are getting through this Weddell's rule. Now the actual I value, actual I value we can say 2.3 32966. This is the actual I value. So you can see that you're getting exactly same value as this thing. So the error will be slightly less, very less error will be there. That is the meaning of this, because the numerical integration method will always give you some approximate value. Okay, so some sort of error will be there, and it is desirable for you to take consider at least 4 to 5 decimal places. At least 4 you can consider decimal places. That means after the point, the numbers at least you can consider 4 or 5, because so that only in the calculation wise you will get some approximately or nearer to the actual value.